Hi, I'm Laura from the Helena Family YMCA, and I'm about to do a Silver Sneakers class. This will be 30 minutes long, um, and we'll have fun. It's a Silver Sneakers class. It's an older adult class. We'll do a little strength, range of motion, flexibility, and just have fun. You're going to need a chair. Make sure it's something that doesn't rock or roll and doesn't fold. We want it to be pretty sturdy and it's not going to move underneath you. This is, if I can move here, this is my chair that I use. So it's pretty stable on the ground. We'll use it to sit on, and maybe if you need it for balance and stuff, we can use it. You can use it for that. You're going to need hand weights or something to substitute as hand weights. I just use a couple of canned goods. For our purposes, they work really well. So you want something that kind of fits comfortable in your hand, and it's not too heavy, not too light. Water bottle can also work if you want to have a couple water bottles. You also just should have a water bottle. In general, we'll take a water break halfway through, and at any point, if you need some water, feel free to take a break and have some water. It's hydration. It's important. When you are not using your stuff, we make sure that we store them out of the way, on a shelf. I store mine underneath a chair, on a coffee table. We just don't want to trip over them. And make sure your footwear is appropriate. Something like flip-flops or slippers. We'll be moving around a little bit, and then you could trip over them. See, here's my nice exercise shoes. And make sure when you're moving without pain. We don't want to hurt ourselves. And if you need to break at any time, feel free to take a break and just hop right back in when you're ready. And you can make sure you can go at your own pace. If I'm going a little too fast or a little too slow for you, feel free to adjust as necessary. Normally I have some music playing if I'm in a classroom setting, working people out, but because of copyright reasons I don't. So if you want to just play something in the background, something that gets your heart rate up and gets you up and moving and bopping along, go right ahead. Feel free to do that. And we're going to grab our stuff, and we're going to store it I'm going to store mine underneath the chair, or you can store yours wherever, and we'll get started. Let's start with our march. Get those arms moving. We're going to go ahead and march around our chair. Let's go again. Let's go the other direction. And again. March here in front, right here, right in place. Get those arms moving, get those back breath moving. Let's do heel to toe. Heel to toe. Let's go back. Heel to toe. You might feel a little wobbly, that's okay. Just waking up those muscles. Let's go again. Heel to toe. Heel to toe. Oop, there goes the cat. And back. Just a little coordination here. Good. Hands on your hips, we're going to rotate those hips. We're just going to loosen them up, warm them up. Let's go the other direction, like we're stirring a big pot with our hips. feet together. Go ahead and rotate those knees. Other direction. All right, good. If you need a hand on that chair, we're going to do a little balance. So if you feel wobbly, you need a little bit of a support, then go right ahead. We're going to have our toe in front. We're going to lift it up and down. And up and down. Up and down. All right, let's go back. Have that head back. And we're going to lift it up and down. Up and down. This is good balance work. Don't worry about how high you're going. You can also leave that toe on the ground and just lean a little forward if you need to. You know, feeling wobbly at this point is normal. Let's do the other foot right here in front. Make sure you can always hold onto that chair if you need to, up and down. It's good, also good strength in that leg. Make sure our body is upright. You do your arms whatever you need to at this point. All right, let's go. Have that foot back and raise it up and down. Up and down. One side always seems to be better than the other. That's pretty normal. Let's do one more. All right, good. Go ahead and hold on to that chair. We're just going to swing our leg back and forth. Just kind of warm it up here. Just like a swinging pendulum. Don't worry about the range of motion too much. We're just warming that up. Now we're going to pull it in front, back and forth in front. All right, good. We're going to do the other leg. So swinging forward and back. All right, good. Feel that hip working. And now let's go in front. Right there. Good. We're going to do one more balance move. We're going to do a tree. Make sure that chair is handy for you if you need it. We're going to make sure our foot is planted right on the floor. Toe comes up and in. You can stay here if you'd like. You can also raise it up. Make sure you don't put that on your knee. If you can go all the way up, that's fine. But you can also just stay here. All right, good. Okay, let's put that on the floor. We're going to switch sides so this comes up. That's Gail. We call her Kitten. That can come up. Just don't put it on your knee. That's not that sideways pressure is not really good for it. Balance is just so important. Prevents us from falling. worried about. Balance really helps with that. Good. Just going to work those feet and ankles a little bit. Raise that heel up and back. Good. Hold on to that chair for this one. We're going to put our toes up in front. This one you can easily lose your balance on, so I don't want you to fall. Toes up in front. All right, let's find our chair. And go ahead and find those hand weights or whatever you're using for hand weights. Right here in front, we're going to work some abs first. Go side to side. Not a big motion. Our back is up straight. Let's have it by the side. We're going to do penguins, which is the same thing. We just have our hands by our side. Good. Right here in front. It can be out or it can be in closer. Wherever you're at, the closer these weights are to your body, the easier. And when they're out like this, it's harder. So I kind of like to be somewhere in between, and we're going to twist to the side and center, side and center. Just back and forth. Gets a lot of our abs moving. Good spinal twist. Make sure you're breathing with it. All right, right here in front, we're going to make a circle with our body. Make sure our body's upright. We're not bobbing our head. We're just making big motion with our body. Just do your best with this one. Let's go the other direction. Good. All right. We're going to take these weights. We're going to make a halo overhead. And the other direction. All right, good. All right, down. Okay, let's rotate those wrists. Let's go the other direction. All right, good. We're going to have those out in front. If you want to rest them on your thighs, go right ahead. We're going to have them right here in front. We're going to pull them up towards your body and relax. Up towards your body, relax. Kind of a good wrist motion here. All right, good. We're going to bring those so the weights are face the floor. We're going to pull our knuckles up and down. And you can have them resting on your thighs if you need to. Kind of working those opposite muscle groups. Good wrist action. All right, let's just put one down here just for a second. We're gonna have right here in both our hands. Squeeze it together and relax. Squeeze it and relax. Squeeze, relax. Squeeze. Good. All right, good. Let's take a water break here for a second. So put these out of the way. Put that water. Get some water in your body. Stay hydrated, especially when the weather gets warmer. Feels good. All right. Put it out of the way. We're just going to need one here for a second. Let's just put it in one hand. All right, we're going to squeeze that hand, kind of like we're crushing that can, and relax. Squeeze and relax. You're just working on grip strength here, so squeeze and relax. Squeeze and relax. As we get older, your muscles start to deteriorate. Doing exercises like this will slow that down or even sometimes stop it, depending on how much work you're doing. And the first muscles to go are the little muscles, like the little muscles in the hand. So really squeeze that and relax. Just means you need to work on it a little more to keep that muscle strength. All right, let's go to the other hand. Go ahead and squeeze and relax. Squeeze and relax. If you have like a little tennis ball or a ball that at home that you can squeeze, sitting there during commercials, you can just sit there and squeeze it and relax. Squeeze and relax. It's good, just a good in general. Keep your little muscles all nice and strengthened. Let's do one more. Squeeze and relax. All right, good. Take your weight in one hand. We're going to pull that to our foot and then up to the sky. To our foot and to the sky. Make sure when we're pulling it up, it's more of a forward motion, not going behind our head. Kind of like we're putting something on a shelf. Make sure you're breathing with this, not holding your breath. Do one more. Let's switch hands. So down and up. Down and up. Good. Picking something off the floor, putting it on the shelf. Like it fell down or something. Down and up. All right, good. Okay, we're going to practice picking something off the floor safely. How we do that is we put our leg to the side. We take our opposite hand, right over on our knee, and then we pick whatever it is off the floor. So let's go to practice that for a second. To the side, opposite hand on the knee, and down and up. We're going to practice this down and up motion because it's also a good core strength, good shoulder strength. Just picking it up. And this hand here helps support your weight. Right, good. Let's do the other side. So switch hands, opposite, this knee to the side, opposite hand on your leg, down and up. Let's come back. We'll do that again. Leg out, opposite hand on your knee, down and up. practice this motion just because it's a good for strength. All right, good. Let's pick up your other weight. And we're going to go big round the world. Let's do the other side. It's like a swimming motion. Hopefully we'll get to do that a little bit this summer, right? Back, back. Good shoulder mobility here. If you need a smaller range of motion, feel free to do that. One more each side. And we're going to go other direction. So let's go forward, forward. And if you need to bend your arm a little bit, that feels a little better, or just a smaller range of motion, that's okay. Just meet your body where it's at today. One more each side. All right, good. Make sure that torso is up, nice and straight back. We're going to bring both of them up. Breathe in and down. Up and down. So you might not go all the way to the top, that's okay. Up. Kind of a big range of motion. Up. Let's see if we can manage one more. All right, good. Roll those shoulders. Just did a lot of shoulder work. Just kind of roll them out a little bit. Wiggle them if you need to. Put those on your legs. So just do a little bit of leg work here. Go ahead and march your legs. Warmed up a little bit. We're going to take one foot. We're going to tap it up and back. That's good. We're going to tap it front and back. Front and back. Like we're crossing our ankles and putting it back. Good. All right, now we're just going to come to the side and back. One more. All right, good. Let's go to the other side. So tap it in front and back. Tap, 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 tap. Good. All right, let's go tap it in front, like we're crossing our ankles, and back. Back and forth. All right, good. We're going to come to the side and back. Bigger range of motion here. Good. All right, let's put these down out of the way. Get a little bit of stretching in. So go ahead and pull those arms out. Breathe, nice deep breaths. Feel that chest expand. Nice straight back. Let's pull our thumbs down and back. Trying to get a little bicep stretching here. Our elbows come up and back. Remember that you can always push this back if you need to. Good, let's switch directions. Switch sides. Good, let's work our fingers. Wiggle those fingers. That's good. Thumb to index finger, open. Thumb to middle finger, open. Thumb to ring finger, open. Thumb to pinky. All right, let's see how fast you can go. Back and forth. Well, just a little coordination here. See how fast you can go. All right, good. Wiggle the fingers again. Rotate the wrist. Good, other way. All right, good. Let's have our ankle right here on our leg. Go ahead and stretch in front. Straighten up. Go ahead and rotate that ankle. You can go lower if you need that leg needs to be lower. Other direction. All right, let's switch legs right here in front. And up. Let's go ahead and rotate that ankle. Excuse me. Other direction. Right, good. Let's have our legs wide. We're going to stretch this leg right here in front, right here to the side. Let's go ahead and switch the sides. Face forward, our legs are straight, our arms right here on our thighs, just going around the back. And then arch to the floor, opening that chest. And back and forth. It's a little bit of seated cat and cows. Usually cat and cows are on the floor with all fours, but not everybody can be on all fours comfortably. It's a good alternative. Good for your back. Let's have a neutral spine. Dip one shoulder. And let's go to the other side. All right, good. We're going to go ahead and breathe up all the way to the top and breathe it out. Good. Breathe it in. And then breathe it out. Let go. Let go of all that stress. Thank you everyone for joining me today. Had a good time. I hope you guys join me again, and please stay safe.